here with the lead characters of the feature film Signs of Love. Guys, I just spoke with the filmmakers, and now I really want to get the details of the roles that you play. So here we have Zoe, Hoppper, Was, and Cree. Did I get that right?
You got it. You got it.
So let's start with you, Zoe. Tell us about your character. Who did you play?
I played Jane. I am a young deaf woman. Jane is kind. She's strong-willed. Although she seems quiet, her love is very profound. It's very loud, and she falls in love with this one, Frankie. And
why wouldn't she?
I don't know, kind of acts like a light in his life amongst all the chaos that he endures in Philadelphia.
Zoe, what were the challenges of playing a deaf girl?
Learning sign language was really difficult, but it's amazing. It's a beautiful language, and I want to practice it more. Don't ask me to do sign language right now, please. It's been a while, but it's, really body language is like one of the sexiest, most beautiful and universal language. People who are deaf, they read lips, so they're constantly watching how you move your lips, and that's how they understand what you're saying. And so I really had to be silent, which I'm a very loud person. I'm kind of obnoxious, but notoriously maybe.
I can't tell right now.
So it was really interesting to play a deaf woman and enjoy the so-called silence and see the music and how people move. That's that. I tried to appreciate more things. I really was observing everything around me, and I got to love the people I was working with because I was learning their body language, and that's more personal, I think, more intimate than exchanging words.
This sounds like a beautiful love story. So I wanted to ask you, Hopper, how did it feel playing Jane's love interest, and what did you take away from the movie?
The cool thing about working with Clarence as the director was he was very willing to put me in the situation kind of that Frankie would be in. So I asked, I was like, can I stay in Philly? Can I stay in the place that Frankie would actually live? It turned out to be the worst decision I ever made, but it definitely worked.
Why?
Well, the main reason is I put my trash on the wrong side of the street, and my neighbor pulled a gun on me for that reason.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's in a rough neighborhood.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's really easy though to take her across the street.
And you come from where?
The safest town in the world, in Marin County.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So that worked out really well, and I don't know. Frankie's tough as hell, and he's just kind of a badass, and he's a gangster, and he's a drug dealer, but there comes to a point where he meets Jane, and he also has his brother Sean, and he's desperately wanting Sean to be more of her tribe, and he knows he's kind of has
a better
this,
life for his
and
nephew.
I don't think he sees it originally for himself, but it ends up happening, which is great. And I think that's what a lot of people hopefully take away from this movie, that you can make changes and you can take the right path.
Very inspirational. I love that. Mm-hmm. So Was, you must have played a bad guy.
No.
Does he look like a
Definitely not.
villain right now?
I always play the damn villain. That's it. Cut this. No, I'm just kidding. I play Hopper and his sister in the film's father, who just happens to be a crackhead and homeless and incredibly damaged and fucked up and a terrible father. But Frankie's got a huge heart in the film, and he sees me every day and takes me to lunch. And he's got a banged up situation, but he's got a huge heart, and he kind of overcomes what he's been dealt, thanks to me for being such a fuck up as a father. And so the relationship between the two of us is really strong because it progresses as the film goes on, and he helps me, my character, get clean, and then we kind of rekindle at the end. Yeah, it was good, and it was great working with this guy.
You guys look like a great team.
Yeah, I'd like to think so. We'll find out in a few minutes when we see the movie. We haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen it.
No, Clarence wouldn't let us.
So Cree, Tell us about your character.
Oh yes.
Was it fun?
It was the most fun I think I've had in my life. Yeah, it was so fun. Well, at that point, but
What did you go through?
yeah. So I was playing his nephew, his younger nephew, but it was more like a sort of older brother, younger brother type situation. Yeah, because like his sister's my mom, so it's kind of like an absent father. Like, you know, she's not very attentive.
Okay.
It's more like, yeah, kind of like you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and I know about it, but it's like I'm not gonna say anything because like it's making money for the house, basically. So it's sort of like a really, it's not a situation that I would wish on any, you know, kid going through his formative years. It was really cool to just be able to like get into that headspace and realize that, you know, it's like people go through this all the time. It's like, and I was like ignorant, you know, didn't like really think about it, but this, you know, role kind of helped me realize that like, yeah, it's tough. Like, not everybody comes from like, you know, happy parents, you know, good situations. So
So that's what you took away from the movie.
definitely. Yeah.
Amazing. You guys have to watch it. Signs of Love. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And good luck tonight.